In today's video, we'll be breaking down the 2023 action romance thriller, Ghosted. It's time to recall. Subtitles on, spoilers ahead. The story kicks off with a young woman named Sadie driving around the edges of Washington, D.C. when she receives a phone call from a woman named Dr. Yates. Sadie's clearly affected by a recent death. Though she barely knew the girl who passed, she explains how their lives mirrored each other. Same age, same profession, even similarly empty, cold homes. Yates tries to comfort her and promises to check back in soon. We cut to Cole Turner, a sweet, slightly awkward guy working at a farmer's market. He's still reeling from a recent breakup and vents to a woman named Edna, who ends up spilling his business to the rest of the vendors. While watching over Edna's plant stall, Sadie walks in. Yes, the same Sadie. She browses and picks out a plant, but admits she's never home enough to care for it. Cole warns her the plant might not survive under those conditions, which annoys her. The two bicker until Edna returns and smooths things over by telling Sadie to just pay and go. As she walks off, Edna pushes Cole to go after her, and despite hesitating, he does. He awkwardly asks Sadie out for coffee. At first, she declines, reminding him they just argued. But she changes her mind, and they end up spending the entire day together, exploring, laughing, and connecting. Sadie says she's an art curator who travels frequently. Cole shares that he's writing a book on sustainable farming. They bond over personal stories, fears, and family trauma. Sadie even recounts how she fled a country with her mother on a raft and decided to never let fear rule her life again. They continue hanging out all day and night. At a bar, Sadie sings, and though Cole's shy, she encourages him to loosen up. She tells him she wants someone like a cactus. Low maintenance, able to survive long stretches without attention. That's her way of saying she's lonely and needs someone dependable. They end the night making out and eventually share a steamy, intimate night together. The next morning, Cole returns home glowing. He tells his parents and sister Maddie about Sadie. While his parents are excited, Maddie warns him not to get too carried away. He always does. Cole starts texting Sadie regularly, but she doesn't respond. Days go by. His dad theorizes about what could have happened, but Maddie bluntly says it. She ghosted him. Then Cole remembers. He left his inhaler in her bag, and like all his things, it's tagged with a tracker. He checks the app and finds out she's in London. Encouraged by his parents, but not Maddie, he hops on a flight to surprise her. Romantic or reckless? Once in London, he follows the tracker signal, but ends up kidnapped by armed thugs in an alley. They drag him to a remote facility filled with creepy insects ready to torture him. They believe he's the mysterious CIA agent known only as the Taxman. Just before they hurt him, Sadie storms in with a rifle, taking down the captors. Turns out, she lied. She's not an art curator, she's a CIA operative. And now Cole's accidentally caught in a global spy mission. They escape through a tunnel, and Cole realizes they're in Pakistan's Khyber Pass. Before they can regroup, they're attacked by security forces. Forced to hijack a bus, they engage in a wild chase. Cole uses his wrestling skills to fend off attackers, though he's clearly in over his head. He's furious at Sadie for lying, and she accuses him of stalking her. Cole insists it was a grand romantic gesture. Eventually, they crash and have to continue on foot. Meanwhile, villain Levesque is introduced. He's after a deadly bioweapon called Aztec and thinks Cole, the supposed taxman, has the passcode. He offers a $1 million bounty for whoever brings him in. Sadie and Cole reach Mingora, where she meets her old contact and ex-boyfriend Marco. She asks him to secure safe passage for Cole back to the States. It's clear there's history between them. As Sadie leaves, she warns Cole to never contact her again, but their troubles are far from over. Marco is assassinated by a hitman claiming to be Sam's grandson. He tries to take them, but is soon killed by another bounty hunter called the Leopard, who in turn is killed by the Lion. It's a deadly game of spy versus bounty hunter. Eventually, Sadie and Cole escape once more. She admits that Edna, her CIA partner, was a traitor, and Sadie had to kill her. She also reveals Edna encrypted the passcode to Aztec, and only she knew the trick. Sadie then knocks Cole out and delivers him to Levesque's team, claiming he's the taxman. They strap him to a plane to extract the code, But it turns out Sadie has a plan. After a brutal onboard battle, where she snaps necks and Cole uses his old-school wrestling moves, they parachute out midair with the Aztec device. They land on Socotra Island, where Cole tends to Sadie's wounds using his plant knowledge. That night, they reconnect, emotionally and physically, until Wagner and his men show up again. Sadie alerts the CIA and a rescue team arrives, but Wagner escapes with the bioweapon. Back at CIA HQ, Cole and Sadie are interrogated by Agent Monty Jackson, who detects the obvious sexual tension between them. Sadie's boss, Dr. Yates, is furious and warns she may lose her job. While reviewing evidence, Cole spots the rare plant from Edna's apartment. He realizes that plant was the key to the password. Now, with the real passcode in hand, Cole agrees to help the CIA lure Levesque into a final trap. The showdown takes place in a fancy rotating restaurant. Cole pretends to be a traitor, but Levesque doesn't buy it. Sadie arrives in style, and chaos erupts. Levesque tries to kill Sadie, but she brought backup, bounty hunters now on her side. A wild shootout unfolds. Cole fights Wagner in the control room, while Sadie battles Levesque. The restaurant's spinning. Everything's flying. It's total mayhem. Cole kills Wagner and rushes to help Sadie. As Levesque prepares to end her, Sadie shoots the ceiling above him, crushing him under debris. Aztec is finally safe. They kiss. She looks stunning in her black dress, and the two walk out alive. Cole and Sadie are having dinner with his family. Everyone is thrilled, and even Maddie is impressed. 3 months later, Cole opens the car trunk, revealing a tied-up arms dealer. Sadie casually says they'll drop him off after their date. Spy life, love life, it's all in balance now. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and smash that bell for more movie recaps.